the crucial point of this map. Or round, rather.
Here. One is good. How about two? No, moobs able to trade that one out here. And again, the attack is SaD, able to get straight up onto the side here. So many players biased towards that mid wrap here for Winthrop. Gonna have to try and activate them somehow. Jerk's done a good job here from mid. Shots in towards screens, and they've got what they wanted. 3 versus 3 in the post plant now, and here's the flank now getting revealed. Gucci's done well to cross. A little bit of a risky moment to make that happen. But Bob deals with them. That's that Rafters presence down. Gonna be Zoe. Moves and infiltrator working well. And there's a transfer of shot there, but moobs just staying alive at 2. Winthrop get that defuse.
Moobs staying alive barely as well because of that earlier orb they collected, getting up to 100.
Still a full arm on target, but Cohburg was lit after that first engagement. Scarn doesn't push up too far, really enough for a wingman plant that seems to satisfy SaD. And slowly Winthrop drift back up mid towards screens.
Flank fight here again. Moves pressing Zoe. Great timing. And now that Thrash is going to be popped. Force everyone back sight just a little bit further back. Jerk is actually going to get stunned by that as well. This is just pure delays. Darkest now on the backside. He plays it all for this team. Arena on Icebox. He flexes all around. Initiators, smokes players. Nice adjustment.
Come on.
He's just so clean. I'm telling you, this guy has some serious potential. I really
gained a large amount of information, but doesn't know the full story. Dark is still picked off though. Spike being held there over towards Belt. But Bob, she's taking her time after losing that player. No opportunity to refrag it against the Jet, of course. And all the Winthrop. I mean, in the past, they've really wanted to push down mid. Now they're really folding back. They've given up so much of the map, but with a player advantage, they feel with confidence for any retake scenario.
This has been a round of individuality from SaD, really just trying to take things slow, contact around the map, but not expecting the operator, the ultimate punish for a contact type round. They are going to get the spike down though, and they're going to try to take some aggressive positioning off that. I really like this decision. Bob with a great first kill. Cohburg and Zoe, they were splitting in kitchen there. Whiff onto Bob. The Molly's going to come down for further delay. This is so winnable now.
They've shut the operator off that angle entirely. That was the one opportunity that Infiltrator had to make their way through. Gucci's trying to clear out that barrier mesh, but it's not a one-person job. Bob with the off angle now. The threat is just too great for Winthrop to accept. Unreal that they're going to save in this kind of situation after being 5 versus 3 earlier in the round. Zoe, that's audacious indeed. Gucci taken down, and all of a sudden, the House of Cards at economy.
Played it.
You need amazing re-clear protocols because you chose to give up so much of the map. No other way about it. Great shot from Scarn, and what an opener. Nahsie sat right the heck down. It's a bit of a weird buy here for Winthrop. Jerk at least with a Vandal in hand.
Here.
The tailwind from Infiltrator, not much for them to work with. They're trying to save up for another big gun. And they'll be brought to heal too.
Easy plant going to be coming in here, and what should be an easy cleanup. Yet again, Winthrop, they have all of these players flanking. Always the pressure on Zoe. Zoe, a name that people are definitely not going to be too familiar with on this from this match. They've been very solid, actually picking up the IGL role for SaD. This is their first time on, you know, a top team, a team contending in challengers, so we'll have to see just how good they are. They've certainly been doing a good job as far as the IGLing is concerned, though, with this team.
Absolutely. I mean, especially how SaD have been dealing with some kind of weird positioning from Winthrop, right? 4 players down mid on defense. I don't know who wrote the book on that one. Jerk able to get some consolation here. One more, and they say, okay, job done. That's going to force Zoe off that angle, harder to be more aggressive on that flank watch. Here it is up on top of screens. Scarn goes. A little bit of damage from the turret, but yeah, it's pretty obvious. The cat's out of the bag here. Infiltrator wants to try and get in there, but the grab mesh is going to make it a little bit hard. Takes a ton of damage. That's going to be cloud bursted now. Annihilation popped. No one enveloped by the cocoon just yet, and Winthrop have that player advantage heading into the post plant.
A lot on Darkest right now. Great pick. Tries to get a little bit of info and going to back out of there as the lockdown comes in. A lot of time has already been wasted, though. And that spike, yeah, it's not planted in the greatest spot. 1 molly left for Zoe, which is about to come out right now. Oh, actually, sorry, it is up top. I couldn't tell. It's actually planted in the perfect spot. I thought it was planted lower. No, that's actually the greatest plant spot it could possibly be in. Infiltrator going to capitalize on one. Oh, great dismiss. Allows an opportunity for...
Like you mentioned, the Viper's bit susceptible to the Hunter's Fury. Scarn playing outside of it here. Alderon going to spot them out. No tailwind available, so the old-fashioned way, they reposition under rafters. Dark is going to have multiple angles to cover here, and moobs finds their second for the round. Here's that Hunter's Fury. Infiltrator goes in. Nahsie just looking to clear the pit if possible here, but Zoe's going to be there with the shorty. Alarm bot's going to make that a little trickier. Infiltrator happen to take so much damage from the snake bite. And the plant, it's interrupted. Zoe able to find through. The wingman getting in the way is huge, and now it's Bob v Nahsie. And the ladder wins it out, but can't get the defuse.
2024 retake simulator.
Cohburg obviously wants to assume a pretty strong anti-flank position here. I'd say this is one. Operator in hand. No connection there, though. That one looked like a whizzed between the legs of moobs. We'll head straight up mid. Again, that barrier mesh is going to be in the way and make it very hard to wrap around. It's going to take some time for Gucci to get through it. And moobs opting out a win out there is absolutely devastating. Winthrop are struggling, floundering here. Zoe ready to make that peek over towards rafters as Nahsie needs information. But the recon gives absolutely nothing. Darkest and Empress here. Not a time you want to face that Reyna head-to-head. Eventually, though, that anti-flank has been taken down. Gucci got in, but then got traded instantly. 2 players left for Winthrop, and they know it ain't worth it. Their eco round, they got no guns out of the hands of SaD, and they're not willing to lose theirs now. Not with this kind of money.
Oh, the SaD player is going to be on the hunt here. And
From SaD, they are waiting for that aggressive push down mid, and the flank is not going to come. And there it is. You mentioned this at the start of the game. Eventually they get antsy. They push up. They try and take some sort of... It didn't look like a tradable fight there at all from moobs.
It didn't look like one, but it really should have been. That seems like some kind of miscommunication there, right? That they're going for that forward play, yet no one is really there to swing off moves. And I believe there were 2 players there, so you can have one watching belt and the other to swing. I'd have to see it again to know for sure. But regardless, SaD kind of just baits Winthrop into over-peaking. And I don't think the aggression that deep is necessarily the answer for Winthrop on all these rounds. Sometimes they just need to dig their heels into the site a little bit more, and I think that could pay dividends.
30 seconds.
Okay, plant interrupted. Wingman tragically killed in the line of duty.
Barrier deployed.
Here's the barrier mesh to shut down screens. Nahsie is already in on the side, but that doesn't last for long. Deep.
And I'm so convinced it's gonna happen.
Grabnet being loaded up here. Cloudburst of the Lear. Darkest able to find one. Okay, shock dart. Getting some value there for Nahsie. 3 players left to work with for SaD, and it's all starting to fall apart as Winthrop just contact onto yellow. Hello, Winthrop. Where have you been all half? Now it's Zoe in the 1v3, but we have a defuse underway. Zoe, though, is able to find it with the post plant set up. The snakebite got value, but eventually Winthrop... Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Winthrop. What? Beanie atop Jerk's head. Here's the drop down as well.
Did she catch a
Kind of just
timing? I'm
aware
not...
of this timing. Yeah, I mean, she might have. Regardless, nice kill from Scarn. Dashes away
One
to
enemy
double
remaining.
face with her teammate.
Strike
And now
down A.
Bob on the flank pounces at the perfect moment.
God.
Cleaned up by Cope.
Of being humbled in this first map of the best of 3. That is a bit egregious, Bob. I mean, come on. They are humans. Have some humanity.
Oh no. Oh no. Forced to crouch. Oh no. Oh no. As I'm telling you, the grab nets are so annoying. They're genuinely good. I swear. I'm a Deadlock sympathizer. I don't know what to tell you.
It's funny watching people try and walk in it. It's crouch walking out. All right. SaD are pugging it here.
Like my TDM game.
Yes.
This looks like me on Piazza. I don't know what's going on right now.
That was through smoke, I'm pretty sure. Cohburg, disgusting, illegal. Now the A side has a little sonic sensor on there. Gucci not going to trip it.
Planted.
And we'll be moved, stuck in pretty close by. Guardians for both remaining Winthrop players. And now SaD look to try and pick this one apart. Can they get it done with 2 outlaws? The big ask. Gucci has his angle held and Zoe has no way of clearing this. Come on!
Oh.
Okay. Gucci left alive. There's that at least. Snakebite here to slow Cohburg down a little bit more. But the taste of 2 frags, the stat padding's too tantalizing. It's too hard to resist. He's going for it. There it is. 2 bullets in the ghost.
Time
One
is
more than perhaps is needed here.
so low.
Give it a tickle.
Whistling. With a forte.
Just a tap.
There won't be a defuse here either way.
Almost stat padded. It was all about the stats at the end of the day.
Extremely unserious, Valorant.
Time. This is when it begins. Oh, no.
After that, no, it's okay.
No. That's
Some say
fine.
4 is as good as 5 in many situations.
They still have the gun advantage. It's all good. Nah, I mean, listen, again, you just gotta have fun with it. We reset for Lotus. That's what I'm saying if I'm the Winthrop coach right now.
Scarn. Another on one screen, DoorDash on the other. Looking at the wrong one at the wrong time. It happens. Moobsy's gotten deep though. Okay. Getting up in the kitchen, biding his time. A little bit awkward here with Cohburg picking that corner. And with the crouch grenade. The follow up. Yeah, it's there. That is
so
dirty.
Annoying. They are so goddamn annoying. Oh my god, that's my worst nightmare. That right there. That's why I wake up in cold sweats just thinking about getting grav netted.
30 seconds.
Everyone has their demons to battle, Wyatt. All right. Here's the plant, Nahsie, just on the other side. Oh, Bob stands and delivers. Spike not planted, just interrupted. Darkest has a Leah here, but a 1v2 to unravel.
Planted.
Against proper weapons, mind you. And a Viper's Pit. There's a lot going on here.
Enemy remaining.
No. Darkest has found it. Is it dismiss instead, though, of course, healing up from that decay. Time will be an issue when Infiltrator is giving this plenty of room. No way of re-establishing that Viper wall here, so it will be a hard face. The Leah will give Darkest the window to reposition here.
Prediction.
Infiltrator pops knives. Good way to keep the money afloat here in Scarn. Will eventually catch Jerk and gets a ton of info. That's the spike that went rolling. Infiltrator, though, is able to deal with that presence on B, but Darkest was waiting there as well. Infiltrator maybe not expecting another player, but that's 2. Not only the clutch in the prior round, but 2 important kills here to pave the way for Winthrop to make it on a B. A Viper wall's probably not long for this world here. Bob would love to play from this position if possible, and Scarn a little short on bullets and then dismiss away for moves.
Finding that pick, now safely planting in the 3-on-2.
Planted.
2 players back yellow. This drone is really nice. Oh, great kill from Bob. That drone onto Zoe certainly could have been a punish. But now into the 2-on-2. Couple shock darts for Nahsie as well.
Just the wingman here.
Last
Empress
player
time.
standing.
Orb thrown up. Wingman trying to get on in there. Will be shut down. It's going to be moves falling and thrash. That could be an issue. Nahsie able to intercept it though. Steps up and Zoe steps ahead of the poison orb. And that'll do it, everybody. SaD, get that defuse after opening the door for Winthrop for
Defenders
albeit
win.
just a moment to take the map away.
All too difficult compared to the others on this map.
Absolutely. Plenty of retake util available to SaD here. At least one gets
this
spotted
one,
out now. Infiltrator got smashed, I think, just through the box down to 8. C's attempted there. SaD able to step rear of it. And that is a beautiful paranoia. They're going to have to follow up on that one, no doubt about it. 3 versus 3 now. Zoe's going to be right there. And Scarn is able to wrap in from the side. Just Jerk. In the 1v2. Expect a double face here, but Jerk's able to turn it into separate 1v1. Zoe, though, won't be denied. SaD complete the retake and take the pistol.
It was a good effort from Winthrop. I like that they pushed all the way deep. Set him up. Now gonna fall off. Utility popped on the C site. Well done getting that out. They can get a pretty free entry in now. Just Cohburg to deal with. Shut down immediately. All right, well done getting the utility out and getting this site pretty much unscathed. Dark is trying to hang around, shut down immediately. All right, clean stuff from Winthrop right now.
Plenty of respect being offered there, and Cohburg with the itchy trigger finger on both those nano swarms, throwing them up instantly. Scarn not going to find one, except from back in spawn, even as the poison orb came up. And they're going to be happy to let this one breathe a little bit more. Oh, okay, spotted by the haunt there. That's pretty big. Zoe now can't really get in with any degree of stealth. TP to the side though, but Bob will be caught on the corner. Jerk with 3 in the round, and that's that for Zoe. They're the one that brought the Vandal in the round. They're hoping to take it out too. Somebody sees a bit of action. It's Infiltrator though. All that happened to take the angle, but loses out. Scarn is going to be there. Oh dear. Gucci's been able to recover the operator at the least, and Cohburg's been able to scale up a little bit here at Mound. Good for more than one, though. That's the question. No, just a trade.
There's not a position you often see someone in, that little crouched off angle at the door. Certainly good for catching at least one Prowler to try and gain some space to get into B here, but they're going to walk into a double face. Bob and Scarn trying to swing. Well done, shutting that down. Now it's just Jerk all alone.
Very low.
Zoe watching that flank as well. It is wraps.
Yep, that's that. You can wash your hands of that one. Winthrop eventually lose that operator. They took a big risk to bring into the game in that third round. Jerk at least comes out of it with a lockdown here, but that's pretty rough. Denied C entirely. There was no way they were getting in there, and then losing the operator on A, it all crumbled from there.
That operator going to get cycled on over to the SaD side as well. I think it was Darkest that picked it up. Yeah, that is such a cheeky angle. You really don't see that one get taken at all.
Always good for one, but yeah, getting more than that seems unlikely.
All right, fast A pressure going to come in.
Clever.
TP over to the rubble side from the attacking Omen. Nahsie just trying to take the space. Being hotly contested, but eventually Winthrop are going to take it. The SaD players forced back into the A site positions, just trying to keep control of Tree. All right, and now Winthrop, they have a little bit of breathing room. They can leave Nahsie there. They're going to go to another part of the map, apply pressure elsewhere. They're going to have to deal with these SaD players outside C potentially, though.
Yeah, that scale up on C could prove to be disastrous. Yeah, I'm going to see Scarn just rotate back around, set up on B. Lockdown, so they're not going to get too deep, that's for sure. Have a player in heaven. Player from Link. Door open here by Darkest, an operator to the hand. That's scary! Infiltrator's ready for it though, great shot. Shuts the Viper down, and in we go. Infiltrator looking to scale up into upper. Waiting on the other side of that smoke though will be Cohburg. Another fight to win out for Infiltrator, but so far in the round, so good. Here's the plant.
Look at Nahsie as well, still has been lurking this entire time over on A. Could get a really well-timed backstab or just catch off Zoe on this rotate before the retake fully comes in. Oh my god, Zoe is so ready for this. What a shot from Nahsie as the rest of the retake is actually coming into the site. Scarn opens things up with the showstopper. Cohburg with the swings. Oh my god, he almost ripped Nassie's head off full blind. Just runs out of bullets, not able to do it the second time.
Fear from Winthrop, but SaD ready for it. Boys North got close. It's hard to track that raise. Infiltrator with the dodges and weaves and the rocket to follow it up. That's two easy ones. The SaD serve themselves up here at C long. And with Darkest falling, the floodgates are open. And it's on the C site.
I don't want to see them get this off and give it to Infiltrator. I'm going to tell you that. This guy is he's way better doing this. Just like, get this man satcheling in with a rifle in his hands. Let him crack these sites open. He's going in now that
Infiltrator's in his element. He has no shields right now.
That is his thing, for sure. God damn. Scarn's trying to see if a little bit of damage can get dealt since Winthrop's economy is still,
I mean,
you know, it's in shambles, but it should be all Scarn and Bob can get out of the round at this point.
Yeah, the wrap is kind of cooked from Bob. There's obviously alarm bot turret there to swap this out. Maybe some kills on the exit as Money's in an okay place for SaD. I'm not sure Bob would like to part so cheaply with her weapon. She'll have an opportunity to decide in a moment.
Oh, Bob on for the ace here. Just about a chance to fight everybody in the server. Oh, does Bob dare flash through this?
Walks into it, sees the alarm bot. Oh, the
it's going to explode out of the orb, actually. TPing forward. Fast, confident double take. Oh my god,
you've got to push these. You've got to run up. Nicely done and great adaptation there. Here's the... Is that phase ult? And in we go. Infiltrator satchels into that plant position. Obviously the Viper playing from above is going to be a problem if Darkest stops to drop down and take the fight, and so they do. They'll get seized for the time being. But that pit will give them some degree of safety as Cohburg attempts to spray through it. Finds not a whole lot. Nahsie, this guy know there's another player there. We've avoided detection so far. Surely this is cooked, and it is. Now we have ourselves a 3 versus 2. Tough retake scenario for SaD to navigate, and Gucci's waiting for Darkest to show around the corner. And a paltry 3 points of HP for Cohburg to play with means we're pulling the plug.
This is what I like to see. They're starting to gain the momentum. I can feel it in the air, so long as they don't all get rolled by sheriffs right now trying to walk into A level. And things aren't looking the best. Oh no, we are overheating just a little bit. Everyone is overheating, Mitch. Everyone in the server is overheating right now on A. And it's settled down. And now Winthrop, 2-on-1. All they need to do is stick together, trade this out, and things will be fine.
You sound like you're pleading with them, frankly. Cohburg here, no armor.
You noticed.
So, yeah, really dragged out those vowels. Very Australian of you. Jerkin moobs here. 4 X's on the map right in front of them. You can see where the fight was taken by SaD.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
And that showstopper play could have gone either way. That was hard contact taken by the defenders and to some degree unraveled by operator. Money is not exactly, well, it's not bad actually. Gucci and Nahsie are doing all right. So kind of round you can afford to let a couple guns fall by the wayside and get one round closer to equalization. The question for Cohburg is the juice worth the squeeze?
Hold on, that sent me just a little bit. All right.
Heard that before.
Yeah, just didn't expect that one to get thrown out in the Winthrop SaD.
Oh,
it's a 2v1
Stick
scenario.
around, brother. There's more where that came from.
All right, Cohburg is gonna drop down. And I'm just not feeling it on this clutch. I hate to say it. I'm not smelling it in the air right now.
Yeah, on far too much here to expose Cohburg. There's really no need to peek.
They're gonna go for this rebel fight again. TP across is nice. And look at this spilling out together. Scarn and Bob were going for the most aggressive of A take, and it got absolutely shut down. Again, now that things are starting to cook here on the Winthrop side, it's Infiltrator leading the charge. He's getting so many first bloods.
And this is great. Again, just bounce off the extremities. Find success. 2 picks over it. Hey, long and you give up some of Infiltrator's health for that. I think you take that trade every day of the week. It's an open side here. No util in advance. No real reason why Winthrop shouldn't be able to convert to equalize the game.
Not at all, and not when that's the case. Not when that's the case. What are you? What?
Here from Winthrop.
Look at that reclear from SaD actually, all the way down B. We're going to trigger Scarn, could be in trouble here. Able to get one. That flash is nice. Allows him the opportunity to take a second fight and get that win.
Lockdown.
Though. Yeah, the lockdown is going to come through. The weapons are bad for the side of SaD. Cohburg going down, and now the site should do Winthrop's with relative ease. They're going to have to deal with this pit after the lockdown is expended, though.
Darkest has to plunge back into it pretty quickly to keep it active. Ooh, jerk, all right. Kicking like a bronco, that Vandal. And now slowly Darkest wants to make their way back in. Not a terrible round for a Viper Spear, but Nahsie adjusts over to the right-hand side and catches Bob as she tries to get in. This is much better from Winthrop. Yeah, it's an anti-eco, fair enough. But still, their confidence, it's brimming right now. And Darkest obviously had stepped out of the peak here, trying to...
Gonna get all that utility expended from the SaD side, and now they're going to explode out of the door. So much pressure now onto these 2 SaD players. Really well executed. Scarn's down. Zoe caught up top. My Winthrop, Mitch. This is my Winthrop.
You had him all the time. Can't take that away from you, mate. The one believer. Wire River, everybody. Again, they burst forward. SaD still opted double face it out in the open. They're so reluctant to give rubble up at all. Winthrop just walk in there, snatch up every item in their pantry, and then they're off to the next house. Santa would never.
It's just the dash back to C yet again. And listen, SaD are going to go for it because it's the last round of the half, but it is more than dire. That adjustment from Winthrop, though, they brought out something on this round that they hadn't opted to do on any of the previous. They just totally weighed out all of the utility, cut the noise, explode out of that A main door with the raise ult. Great planning, great execution. The adjustment off the info that they gathered from last round of what SaD were doing at A to even concoct that entire plan. I love it, Mitch.
This is practically
and I love that
seismic
shot
levels
too.
of bat chesting, Wyatt. I'm going to be honest. SaD, though, still want to make something happen here. Hey, 2's good. 3 might have been even better. Darkest, though, now in the 1 versus 1, and Gucci on that operator. Does he have the information? Darkest makes it respectable. Beautiful 3K clutch. SaD to bring it back, and Wyatt visibly drooping, his posture reverting. Bounce back now, Cohburg. May have hurt more than one ghost. Doesn't matter. He ain't hearing nothing anymore.
Infiltrator, another first kill for the tally. Door open. Look at the double swing now as well. So clean from Winthrop. Little bit of team play. Infiltrator heating up. Things are looking good.
The door is on open now. What does Darkest find here? The spike obviously lagging behind significantly. It's Bob. Takes a glancing blow from moobs. Just a warning shot. Yeah, now the consideration. Does she double back with this and leave Darkest embedded? Surely not. Upstairs goes Darkest. We hold a close angle here and wait for the cavalry.
Making good noise. Bob coming through tree now. Molly going to go down to deny the rush onto her while she's planting, but the nade is going to do the job. Nearly down to 20 HP. You think Darkest is clutching this one again?
You don't win these.
She clutched the last round.
Darkest going to be double faced here. Hang about. That's not right. That's wrong. Surely not. Darkest, get out. 2 versus 1 now, and Jerk has to salvage this situation. It's a disaster. Flash around the corner. Jerk needs to make a play towards this, but oh my goodness, hit with the Trailblazer, and Jerk in the doldrums. Still going to win it out though, and now Bob has it all to do. 20 HP. Can they connect? She is her.
After making all that sound, see, look at the state of the Winthrop defenders. They're all over the place. They're going to explode out of main here. A lot of pressure onto Infiltrator. Opportunity for Darkest Nate to get the other players on bay, and now has backup as well from moves. The swing timing is perfect. Infiltrator continues to be the star for Winthrop here, bringing them back into this game.
30 seconds left.
This is a great place to be able to bounce back off of. Cohburg only with a ghost. Maybe giving just enough rope to hang themselves here. By Gucci. Nice timing off that from Infiltrator. Bob trying to inch across. She couldn't quite get to a safe position.
Spike planted.
He plant though. There's money there. We're gonna have 3 players grouped up in Hobbit.
1 enemy remaining.
They're going for it. Gucci eventually takes Cohburg out of the picture. It would just be Scarn to try and make...
It's not like Icebox.
This is going to bait the E hit. The B hit, rather. SaD actually, yeah, deemed that to be somewhat viable. Okay, it's just a tickle, actually. Maybe a quick rotate here through Hobbit. Infiltrator. Pop the showstopper. There's got to be something to be had here. Surely. Infiltrator hunting. Desperately probing. Zoe able to avoid that one there towards Rubble. And now Infiltrator is in a weird spot. They don't want to cross. This will leave the side open. Darkest, that is a freebie and a half. Moobs gets clipped. A free haircut. And Darkest is starting to hand him out.
Fantastic ad-lib call from SaD to actually go to the ace. Infiltrator wins that duel. All right, that is wild. 4-on-3 in the retake now.
Gun's got to come alive here. This is an important face. What? Okay, Infiltrator wraps around the corner. That is big. It's Bob. It's got to be Bob again. She always seems to have it all to do now. And the position is known. She's no way of getting up that slope. It's going to be a hard push from Infiltrator. And again, Winthrop take no risks. They just send it. Still playing around that one way. And not going to get any action over there. Cross to the side, though. Jerk might not have the timing here. And Viper's Pit will deploy. That's really going to set up some of those stinger players. Cohburg didn't make it. Bob, this is a big job for Bob. She'll take one and be done.
It's all about this Viper's Pit now, but with all 3 players stacked up in tree, things are going to get tough. The pit itself, though, will make those stingers a lot more valuable than had they actually had to take fights out in the open.
Fire in the hole!
Okay, showstopper scarn! Gets one. We'll have to be happy with that one now. 2 versus 3 as Winthrop start to make their way in through the tree, but Zoe, oh, he has the dirty angle. Darkest gets caught with util in hand, but Zoe is able to capitalize. The Viper's Pit, though, goes down. Zoe, 3 bullets in the chamber. Jerk looking to half it. He does. And he's able to pick himself back up. An extra bullet in the chamber might have been the difference maker for Zoe. They want to avoid committing fully, and that's kind of what they're doing, right? This double face towards stairs. and back out of that lockdown range if they have to. There's no way they're going to get rid of... Oh, hey, the paint shells.
Oh,
quite enough.
So close.
They were banking on it too. That's why Bob lingered. That's going to cost them. Down to just the 4 players in this retake. And now we're going to be trading it out. Moobs wants to make his way out of... Oh, but here an infiltrator again, looking to deliver once more. Trader's good enough. But Zoe now, with just 100 to work with in the 1 versus 2 post. And the double face it again with... And embedded it on the C site. Last time it was just a normal TP. This time, giving in the ultimate to do so. Huge damage being taken by scarn on the way through, but the tradies there, Jerk, punished for that. SaD actually entering a post plant with a player advantage. Unheard of.
Yeah, Jerk overfacing there a little bit. Now this lockdown is going to force the defenders back. It's also, crucially, going to allow an opportunity. Whoa, never mind. They're just going to face this. How cheeky is that peek from Infiltrator? And he's just going to satchel out of there to safety. What a player, man. That's so heads up.
5 HP, but that's more than enough. Gucci, though, walking into a held line. That's Bob we're talking about. She clips the shoulder. All right, here it is. Haunt going to be removed now. Zoe posted up on this angle still, and Nassie's going to be brought down. Darkest, nicely done. 5 HP for Infiltrator.
That walkout B and found a pick, except to the contrary. SaD are just going to go for an explosion outside of A. Take rubble control immediately, already pressing their advantage into tree here. Huge pressure on Gucci to deliver.
5 is speed. They want to force Gucci out of it. They've got no choice but to abscond, so eventually that curtain is coming right on down. The question is, by that point, have Winthrop had enough time to get ready for this? It drops. Winthrop a long way away. Oh, that alarm bot won't be giving any information over with where Cohburg is positioned. It'll be a Viper's Pit for the attackers now. Must win round here for Winthrop. Door is open and Darkest is back into the pit itself. Slowly Winthrop looking to encircle this a little bit. Nahsie, that's a huge kill. The Viper is down. So is the pit. The way is clear. 5 versus 4. The numbers favor Winthrop, but Cohburg finds a nice timing on that little swing. Infiltrator wants to get up there as well. They'll find the frag, but Gucci falls off screen. scarn playing close. Swing the smoke timing could be big, but it's always going to be there for tree. This should get him there. Jerk has to find the 1 versus 2 to take them to 12. It's a big ask.
I've got your trail.
No big ultimates to work with. Seekers here making an appearance. Okay, Infiltrator. What a close angle. There's value there, that's for sure. Scarn again, stymied somewhat by the Prowler. Another one as well. They've got to make use of this showstopper and get nothing for it. That Vandal was recovered, Wyatt.
I'm looking at the nade in Scarn's hands. If that thing is thrown back sight, there is a double, potentially triple kill coming up.
They're waiting for Winthrop to get antsy.
Yeah, they are. They're just pausing right now, waiting for Winthrop to show themselves here.
Oh, dangerous.
About to happen. The timing, though. The timing, Zoe had a smoke in hand.
This might get away from them. It's going to be a quick cancel and move over to the B side now. 40 seconds left in the round, so plenty of time. But look how distributed Winthrop are across the map. Jerk can come in from that C side. Bob and Cohburg have got to make it happen here. Otherwise, they will allow Winthrop truly back into the game.
1 enemy remaining.
Perfect thrust from Jerk. Bob shot in the back of the head. I'm not even going to joke about it. I'm not going to say a thing, Mitch. Cohburg in a clutch. Almost made magic happen on the previous.
1v3 going to be forced back by the Nana Swarm. Cohburg got it. That gets cleared up. How can you get info about the situation here? Haunt cleared 7 bullets to hand. That's it. 7 bullets. That's not enough. Already gotten into tree though. Really hard, fast A hit.
Initiated.
A Jerk getting ready now. Plant going to come down, trying to time it up to make it awkward. Can you clear it this time?
Lockdown destroyed.
Yes, you can. Nicely done. Fatal. So we're going to back up here. Prowler follows the ultimate in. Darkest, there's not a lot to see or do. That poison orb going to be obscuring stairs for the time being, and SaD is still up to 5. He's there, lockdown. Nahsie straight on in, wasting no time on Winthrop here, and Darkest going to play through from the smoke. That's 1. Can there be another? Jerk traded out though. Bob has the crossfire. And now it gets a little tougher for Winthrop. Moves, trying to make some moves on that high ground, but eventually gets caught out. Infiltrator though, up close and personal. Nothing subtle about it. Now Cohburg again's got a clutch. But that spike is going off. More likely than not. Not even a half for it.
We are going to be in a full retake situation. The question for me is, how are Winthrop going to position themselves? They've got the safe plant. Are they going to fight for any more space? Because, frankly, I reckon they're going to need it. And it looks like they want to towards Waterfall. They are posting up here, trying to play around that C's.
We've seen SaD retake this with 2 pistols. Can they do it with 5 rifles? In we go. Smoke there over towards C-Long. That Viper wall as well coming up with the defenders, creating a bit of a concave to work into. But look at this, back and forth.
One enemy
Moobs
remaining.
holds his ground though. It's just Bob again. And that fade ultimate come up awfully quick. Winthrop threatening to close it out here.
Beating SaD on a map for the first time.
Taking us to quite a banger of an opener day for challenges. Scarn though, going to get the better of moves. Winthrop off to try and take some sort of mound control, but infiltrator's always good for a trade. Nahsie there though gets caught. This is falling apart. Winthrop try and ride the momentum of the last couple of rounds forward. It leaves them with 2 players in an MDC site for now, at least.
Overdoing it just a bit there. You could see Nahsie, they just wanted to help. They just wanted to come through the door and assist their teammates, but at that point, it was a little bit too little too late, but a little bit of mistiming because Infiltrator was satcheling out of there, which left Nahsie alone. It was just a few little timing errors that spell quick disaster on this round for Winthrop. Unless Gucci pulls off the absolute miracle of a lifetime, but I would hazard a guess we're going to run it back here in OT at least one more time.
Yeah, it looks to be the case. Winthrop there hoping to make a gambit and have it pay off for them. Gucci has no reason not to try. This is where it gets a little scarier. The Viper was going to come down eventually, but there's Darkest. It's 1. Nahsie, great little half peek. The jiggle's good, but Scar's still able to find the kill. 3 versus 3. Bob's going to find a way in and find a way to have value with nothing but this operator to hand. No armor. Don't forget that.
Zoe going to be facing down 2 players here in the link. Cohburg just trying to find a timing to walk back in. Gonna get that first. Second out from Gucci. Can he trade it out?
How?
Oh my God, he can. I mean, that's ridiculous.
So we saw the shoulder. Gucci just had the movement. Cohburg now down onto the side. Gucci gonna have another one. Surely no. Just Jerk. Jerk v Cohburg, but the ladder is low as heck. Cohburg gives it a tickle. Not gonna be able to win it out on Winthrop again. My goodness. Here we are again. An A retake. And Winthrop University are short-handed.
Satchel out.
We're just waiting for this utility to hit the go button. Infiltrator double satcheling in. Nice blind onto Darkest. Traded out immediately though.
Scarn backs away in a tree as he would. Bob has to know Gucci's close. Sees the gun barrel, but isn't fast enough. And Nahsie finds the double. This is happening. Cohburg again forced to try and clutch. But Winthrop University spam the smoke down and seal the deal. That is absolutely ridiculous. We're far from done here, folks. Don't go anywhere.
Defenders win.
Don't go anywhere. We got more games to play.
There's a flash coming over top. There's a recon back A site. I've seen this story before. I've seen it oh so many times. But SaD, they're just getting absolutely stymied here at the choke. Cannot get past.
Bit of a gutless push here in A main. Flash timings were just good. Having to push through that one way. Winthrop now, the rest of the players on the map have no reason to actually leave the locations they're currently occupying. So 3 players now from Winthrop thinking about mid a little more. Leave the 1 to watch the cross and play 5-player retake here on A. It's a very reasonable approach. As though that is a smoke towards that tree entrance to try and keep Winthrop back behind that, but they get spotted out by a 0 point here. So SaD haven't been able to really imply anything by cutting noise. They know they're still there.
Zoe was hoping to find a straggler somewhere to take a fight with over in mid, maybe get that opening pick. Winthrop are fine just allowing them into this site, though. It's going to be a 5-on-3 retake.
30
Matter of
seconds
fact,
left.
with this time being wasted, they might be able to do something as the spike is going down.
Yeah. They even have a flash wire. Talk about living the high life.
Sorry.
One enemy
Nice little
remaining.
contact
This is-
face. Yeah, just
It's
shut
glacial.
down. Oh,
Not again.
The turret? The turret? Surely not.
We didn't see that, Gucci. Don't worry about it. Kill feed will refresh itself pretty quickly. Cohburg knows there's a lot of action up above him. But does he know it's to the extent of 3 individuals? Here's the drop down, and the shock dart will claim the round.
I like how SaD are playing this right now, though. You could see that deep KO flash came in from Darkest for Cohburg to peak spawn, trying to even the odds a little bit. Taking gun advantage fight with a flash. Zoe able to get that first, has to TP away. Gucci's trying to capitalize. Oh my god, things are getting scrappy here on the attack side spawn. Zoe's about to get pinched from all sides. If they can even get one more, that would be great, but that's a tough ask, all things considered. The only real benefit to all of that was time. Yeah, exactly.
Been a long time on that roundabout trip there, and Gucci's not coming out of pinch with them from market. Pop flash for Darkest, swing is there, spotted 2 players, but Jerk's good with the pistol shot. Moobs has already gotten themselves on to the side, and where is SaD? They're playing off of it. It's halved already. Another turret kill. Cohburg getting taken down. This is absolute madness. Nahsie grouped up here. They have the timing. Ooh, not ideal. Darkest for 2. Both headies just quietly. Yeah, sacrifices a paltry 145 HP. That you take that any day of the week. This time it's SaD. That player advantage now. Bob also set up to stop any backstabs. She can post up in wine, which will clear it for now. Decent position. Thrifties back and forth seem to be on the menu.
Positions are looking good right now. For SaD, this would get them back in the game off that confusing round on the previous scarn close-up playing switch. 2 players going to try to explode out there through the jet smoke. Really nice to get that first. Darkest weak trying to swing for his teammates, and does so. These crossfire setups are nice. Free here. Puncher's Fury actually going to be coming in as well from Bob. Going to be able to get a tag and a kill off of that. Smokes down. Good luck retaking.
Nice double hit with a 0 point there on the players at tree.
No, this is
Cloudburst.
over.
Yeah,
this is
you're
over.
not getting back in this.
Get
They
ready
are
to
spending.
save. It's time to save, everybody. You're not getting this retake off. Seriously.
Yeah, give me that. Give me that. Big 4-gun save.
I mean, you're definitely not retaking that. Run. Run, everybody. Bob's on the flank, but gonna get caught, surely. Yeah, caught by Gucci.
Yeah, Winthrop gonna be feeling like they got away with murder. They're getting out of this round with 4 guns to hand after just how well constructed that hit was from SaD. SaD, though, felt like they really needed this.
Right here.
Enough, clearly, to spend the way they did. And even investing that lockdown. It's going to get chomped up here by moobs.
Being able to play these post plants. Winthrop playing for retakes. They've got Cohburg on that late lurk. Cause some delay. Spam through the door, but Darkest is going to be okay. Actually going to slip into that smoke as well. Cheeky forward positioning. We'll see if he can spot an impact kill. Yeah, really nice from Infiltrator.
Dangerous.
Oh my God, this is scrappy. This is scrappy, and Bob is cleaning up.
All right, they're going to go for it. Null command pop by Gucci here, spotted
Last
in
player
heaven, has to
standing.
take the fight. But Gucci, of course, hitting a little bit harder right now. And it's just Zoe. Have to face this on the low ground. Outside of the range, of course, of that lockdown, ostensibly. But here for Cohburg, his infiltrator again will search for that information. Oh, that's going to hurt in the morning. You don't lose the operator necessarily. Jerk might try and step up, and the timing is just a bit awkward for Cohburg. Still a 1-for-1 you take, with the rest of SaD is elsewhere.
Look at this from Winthrop. Oh my God.
Sorry?
Caught though. Pushed all the way down to mid and just re-peeking the same angle. Just feeding kills to Scarn. Just offering themselves up as a nice little snack for Scarn. And he appreciates that. He's going to take both of those kills.
I wonder if SaD are reading that there's like a regression to those initial Winthrop tendencies of just pushing up on these extremities a little much. I mean, it's fine if you can trade that B push, right? With that move up mid. SaD are kind of ready for Winthrop to try and take that space, and they play it slow, and they punish them.
Yeah, Winthrop were essentially expecting a similar round to the previous, right? Where SaD are just leaving Cohburg over towards B while the rest of the team is working up A main. And, you know, they want to react to that by pushing down the other extremities, pushing out B. They get the trade there. All right, that's fine. Pushing down mid that entire way may have been
destroyed.
a little bit extra, but even in there doing that, they just expected SaD to go for another A. A hit, excuse me. Try and just walk up fast. I don't believe they made any noise at all on this A side. They just walk up, which allows Nahsie to get into position here. And why?
They're holding it.
They are expecting
the
it. That
timing.
paranoia is huge, but Cohburg was holding it. Just the spam was good enough because his crosshair was already placed properly, expecting that position. Gucci does a nice job trying to trade things back, but at the end of the day, they started with a disadvantage. They're going to end with a disadvantage if trades are done properly, which they were in that situation. And Bob gets all this info as well. Just hears them stomping away, going for this A main flank.
Nothing unreasonable about the play from Wine. We see that over and over in many, many teams. Just doesn't pay off in the end. 3 players there face it down, and the spray, I think, through the flash, yields that kill. We doubled up an A main. We've got a bit of time to work with, and of course, we have a recon. And the turret for KJ to deploy, but time's starting to dwindle a little bit more now. Turret thrown up, and we're out of there. Winthrop want to hold on to these guns. They already had to take a save in the previous round, and that can't have been fun. I'll try and bring these back in next round.
I'm not going to say that things have absolutely spiraled out of control. Yeah,
it's not a one-way either.
Going to come through from Gucci.
This has got to tell you so much. This smoke placement is pretty indicative. But they might choose to push it. And maybe they missed the one-way as well. I want to leave that option open, but I really doubt it. Here we go. 4 versus 2. SaD allow Winthrop to crash upon them like waves on a rock. And the result is much the same. Seeing shades of Icebox, seeing shades of their last Breeze game in the qualifiers now as SaD allowed them to come and gobble them up.
And sadly, we're right back to saving for Winthrop. That is tough, but it's what you must do. Time to swallow your pride and run on over to that B side.
Hey,
because
no
you
better
need those
time.
guns for the next.
It's no better time to learn to budget than in college, Wyatt. Figure it out early.
So true. I wish I learned that.
Yep, me too, brother.
If you saw the state of my credit score, I wish I learned that one. No, that is tough. That is tough for Winthrop. And yeah, I'm not going to speculate too aggressively as to what they were trying to do at the beginning of the round. I mean, you were right. It's either they missed the one-way or they intended on doing that. And if it was their intention...
Either of those styles of game, as we saw in the round a couple rounds ago with that big push out of A main. But hey, guns to hand once more for Winthrop. That's something. 0 won't spot anything about this A aggression.
That is tough for infiltrator. That blind. And the operator as well from the TP'd on the box position from Zoe. Very rare Omen op position that actually nets a kill. That's pretty sick. Tough times for infiltrator down in mid. Nahsie wants to pick that position back up though in the 4v5. Regain some control here a little bit deeper in the map.
Honest Fury here for moobs. Not a whole lot to write home about there.
You should run.
Still rather little information. Now you know what's happening. Over to B, and you've given up that side entirely. So once again, Winthrop price themselves into the retake game, and they've already used their Hunter's Fury before that happens.
And Nahsie has the TP, but no opportunity to use it to get into the back of sight, which, you know, you will see an Omen do quite often. That was not the situation for it, however. 5-on-4 retake, the only thing that's really in the favor of Winthrop is that SaD have no map control, but Gucci just got down, so things are still looking quite tough here. Oh, wow, the paranoia. That was a bait to get a kill with it, anticipating someone swinging for that res.
Darkest overheating. Going for the push upstairs. That's harebrained at the very least. Zoe, though, completes that kill on Nahsie, and looks like it's a 2v1. Moves are going to make it a bit more interesting. 3 bullets left, 70 HP. Time dwindling. Zoe more than happy to play games with it. Moves has to try and challenge. Right clicks won't get you there when your opponent's toting a shorty. Still, SaD want to play close. They clear the L drone, and is this time for a cancel? Positioning taken up in mid here, but Winthrop are ready for it, and Bob absolutely dominated.
Look at the speed on this rotate right now from Winthrop, but SaD are matching it in spawn. Not going to beat them there, though. They're going to be able to cross through that smoke relatively unscathed. Spike down. SaD could go for something faster while the spike is being planted, and they do. They send in the paranoia, but now they have to deal with that recon. Things are slowed down, and now that there's actual crossfire set up here, positions for Winthrop, this is nearly impossible for SaD to pull off. It would have to be an individual.
Something else.
Gonna be a recon coming out here. Jets in. Cohburg gonna receive this push, but it's gonna be the paranoia that pushes him off, and Gucci takes him down. Bob with some spray. Can't advance past the shock dart yet, and they're gonna be forced off the side, SaD. But the timing's good. They come out. They're all set up on lane. It's all too easy, and Bob cuts them down to side. The crossfire here, Scar.
Right here. I find
Sort of pick this angle, and oh, they never check it. No, nothing. Bob, though, with Scar now taken out of the picture, this is much less comfortable. Infiltrator, probably going to push the smoke, right? Yep. As you do. Traded out once more. SaD are holding their ground here, and options are becoming more and more limited for Winthrop. They spend so much time in mid, they made no progress at B either.
That flash over top, though.
Spike down
From
mid.
Darkus deep down mid. Again, these really nice supportive flashes. It allowed Zoe to push back up onto Cat. Get a peek there. Really nice. 2 rounds in a row now, those flashes paying dividends from it.
What are your options now?
30 seconds
Still 30
left.
seconds to play with, which is more than Winthrop have found themselves within a situation like this in the last couple of rounds. It's over to A. That is the correct decision. SaD just have to play retake here, and some of that architecture is getting erected over towards tree.
10 seconds
So he's
left.
got the sound, gonna wait for that rotate to come in. All 3 teammates there. A lot of utility as well on that Omen. This knife could get some really good value. Could turn the turret off as well. A small little added bonus. Jerk tries to catch a timing by jumping up and gets absolutely punished by the triple face.
Tough for Nahsie. This is such an important round for Winthrop to try and take away.
To happen that you can kind of feel the mental slipping a little bit, right? Their heads are not in the game as they
down
once
mid.
were. I mean, look at this again.
Darkus takes no damage for that pick.
They're
What?
just
Done here.
double facing. They're owning them. It's on its last legs right here. I feel like you can, again, just not to just repeat myself. Gonna use them for the big A exec, surely. You know, Nahsie makes a little bit of noise. Omen TP over there.
I'll be doing it.
Not gonna be Omen TPing anywhere, actually. That's too bad that you got your util turned off.
Yeah. Winthrop getting handed a full helping of unserious soup here. Side of silly sauce. Jerk down to 10. Just losing out. And yeah, with Bob out of the picture, there's something here Winthrop allowed in on A. But Scarn feeling himself right now. Yeah. Thank you for that. You're not ready for that though, are you? Scarn able to make their way over towards heaven. Get through window. That would have been too much. That would have been a little bit egregious. Gucci down to 62 though. That overload has now expired, and now with the player advantage, you're going to take control of hell. The 7th circle is what Winthrop are experiencing right now. Jerk with nowhere to go. That turret's not going to spot Darkus, but the 0 point's going to be thrown anyway. Hunters, nice by moobs. And it's moobs versus 2. Here's the defuse to craft it. That's not a bad one. The tickle's just enough.
Another shocky?
Surely not. Darkus going to go for it.
God.
That'll do the job. Dealing with a lockdown here from SaD to boot. 0 point through mid-seas. Nothing here. We're on under A straight away here. I don't think that's being fought for by Tree. Bob, though, taken down.
Oh my god. Zoe. Alright. TP is gonna go off and drag them to safety. They do have the lockdown to attempt a retake here, but Jerk is going to be in prime position for this flank all the way over in B tiles. Gonna have to try and find a little window for this timing as the lockdown comes in. Zoe with a great catch. That nade. Oh my god, I thought that was going to potentially do some big damage.
3 up here for SaD. Scarn, they're going to even up the odds. There's 2 players in 1 right now. They have to stay clear, of course, of this lockdown, and this will allow SaD to filter back into the side. Cohburg gets ahead of it. No way Nahsie was ready for that, and that is the defuse. That is the match. SaD get it done. And they put Winthrop out of their misery after a pretty difficult ascent map